So it is going to be the dawn of a new morning. And as people who are currently watching this on the YouTube will notice, we are short a Hathor. Our friend Adam couldn't make it with us tonight. He had other arrangements, and it's been about 3 weeks since we last played. And so despite my best interests of, not wanting to split the party, not have a full crew, we are also running a level 1 story right now. We can sacrifice a full crew. It's not like anyone's going to die.
It's nice that we're acknowledging Adam as a permanent part of this team now.
Well, he's been with us for quite some time.
Yeah. I'm fine with that. Like, it's kind of like, because most of the time we kind of have like the guests, if anything, and now it's like we do get our like 5th member now.
Well, he's like the longest running guest, if anything. He's lasted longer than Barry. He's lasted longer than Franny. He's lasted longer than both the times that Messi was with us.
Yeah.
That was like 3 times.
Was it 3 times?
Yeah, Benedict.
Yeah, there was the initial time with Dimble.
Yeah.
There was Benedict. Oh,
And then Dimble again.
No, 4 times. There was the initial time with Dimble. There was Benedict with.
No, it's 3 because.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, because he released Benedict and came back to Dimble. So yeah, 3 times.
And so currently, then, what we have got is that Hathor has gotten up early. He has met with the Waterdeep delegate in terms of trying to secure passage for Dynn. Currently, they have come to an arrangement, and without so much as an interaction from you guys, there was a note left on Dynn's door saying, as a courtesy of the Waterdeep Bureau of Investigation, you have a temporary pass to be in the city. Though your warrant is still pending, you have been granted bail. And so with that...
Sorry to bring up a plot hole here, but technically they don't know that Dynn's in the city.
Well, Hathor was too honest. He would have...
yeah, he's a fucking paladin.
Fucking
he rolled a
paladin.
natural 1 on deception.
I would assume that he wouldn't have even attempted a deception.
I know,
He would have just been straight up and absolutely honest. Straightforward and honest.
He had to sneak in through the sewers. That isn't cool.
Well, technically, we don't... other than myself and Pride, Hathor wouldn't know how he got into the city.
I would assume that we would have filled us in.
Maybe.
Let's just say that Hathor's busy filling out paperwork.
Yeah, okay.
No, the cruelest punishment of them all.
And so, in the meantime...
He's used to paperwork.
In the meanwhile, you are all gathering up your belongings, waking up, and you're making your way back downstairs to find your good old friend Volo. Good morning to you, my friends. I see that you're ready to get off on that daring adventure of finding my friend. Now, do you all remember the details that I gave you last time?
Volo...
Yeah, but...
Kind of. Basically, I think it was something along the lines of, your friend's missing, you want us to look for him, and he went missing around a certain area.
Yeah, it was the Skewered Dragon. If perhaps you'd be so kind to go down there and see what you can discover. That was the last place that I met up with my friend. We had a good couple drinks. We had been gambling quite heavily, and then, having lost my fair share of money, I decided to say my goodbyes, and that was the last I saw of him.
Has your friend ever had problems with gambling debts previously?
No, it was just me and him that were gambling, so we both settled up with each other, so I don't know who he would potentially have any of these problems with.
I want to roll insight on that.
Yeah, go for it.
6.
Yeah, sounds like he's telling you the truth.
Hold on. Pride is a well-experienced gambler himself, kind of.
You
Look, he
gamble with a
broke
lot of
even
fun.
against a dwarf. That's good gambling. The fuck was my insight?
That's lucky gambling. Though the only time luck has ever been on Pride's side.
Really?
13.
You suspect he actually might be telling the truth after all. That he says he was gambling with his friend, and you can kind of tell by the way that like a single nervous bead of sweat rolls down Volo's head, and then he kind of quickly glances off to the side. You get the impression that, as boisterous as this man is, he might have also been a little boisterous with declaring his losings while he was out with his friend. And so anyone with a keen ear would quickly realize there was maybe some easy money to be made.
Pride's just gonna crouch down and clasp a hand on his shoulder. Yeah, I've kind of been in that type of situation before too, back at Art College.
Loose lips sink ships, essentially.
Mm-hmm.
Volo reaches into his pouch, pulls out a map, and hands you all a city map with various landmarks marked off on it. He points to where you guys are, quite near the center of the map, and he points off to where he last saw his friend near the dockside. And he's like, "We are here, and the last I saw my friend was at the Skewered Dragon, which is here." And he points to a general location on the map, giving you guys a clear direction of where you might have to go next.
Don't come to the dockside, Luke.
Do I see strings anywhere in the tavern?
Strings?
Yeah, 3 strings.
Oh, strings, right. Yeah. I thought you meant like literal pieces of strings. No, you might get the feeling that it might be a little bit too early for him. Keeping up with the rock bard lifestyle.
Right.
Yeah, by the way, Volo. So,
Yes.
who in the city is adept enough at imbuing blood into weapons?
Ooh. I'm sure you could find somebody who could do that. You see, I'm just a mere author. I know I'm kind of currently working on my new book. Perhaps you've heard of it? Volo's Guide to Spirit Inspectors? Nope,
Yeah,
I don't know
I have,
anything
actually.
about blood-packed weapons. Sounds disgusting and messy.
Is that an actual book or?
I personally own your Guide to Monsters.
Yes, that was my first one, you see, and it made me quite popular, so it gave me a reason to, start writing again. Spirit Inspectors. It's rather spooky. Should get me quite a few
In real
copper.
life, I actually do own Volo's Guide to Monsters, the player's, companion book.
I would like that book, but not right now.
It's a good one. I got it for all the player races.
Yeah, that's what I know a lot of people like it for, so they can start those like semi-homebrew races.
Got your lizard folk, your tabaxi, your kobolds, your tritons. I'd be lying if 50% of the reason I bought it wasn't exclusively the lizard folk.
Yeah, lizard folk are lizard folk.
Yeah.
Not Dragonborns.
That is a true fact. Lizard folk are in fact lizard folk.
They have 2 gods that are the same god.
Yeah.
It's just a smart god and a dumb god, a god of intelligence and a god of hunting. It's the same guy.
Does anyone have?
So it's like Sheogorath and Jigalag?
You're saying, Ren?
Does anyone have parchment and quill on them?
I do. I mean, I'm an author after all. You guys don't have a notebook with you? Here, take a spare.
Okay.
If it gets you to find my friend Floon anytime faster, please take all the pen and parchment you need.
I have 8 bat wings from last night.
Oh, that's disgusting. You should get rid of those. They might start to smell without too much attendance.
Wait, aren't they insect wings or whatever you want to call them? Because they were sturges.
Let me see.
Sturges.
I have a bottle of ink, an ink pen, but I think I already used the ink. Actually, no, I didn't use the bottle of ink. Here's the flash. Well, I have 5 sheets of paper.
Okay.
Oh wait, I think I might have already sold them.
I only need just a piece. Norfinas is just going to quickly go to the table and scribble down a message for...
I already sold those at fucking Mechanos.
Norfinas is just going to scribble some instructions for something for 3 strings, and he's going to cast ritual cast illusionary script on it so that only he can read it.
Cool.
So
I know what you're doing. Just for a fluff roll me a stealth, because I imagine you're looking for a good place to hide a secret message for him anyways.
well, I was just going to leave it with the bartender.
Oh,
Because...
okay, that worked.
Yeah, because basically I'm just going to say to the bartender, like, hey, when 3 strings gets in, just give him this note, and because of illusionary script, he's the only one able to read the proper message.
Do you have 10 gold of special ink that the spell consumes? I'm kidding. Of course you have fucking 10 gold coins.
I was going to say, wouldn't my arcane focus cover this? But if not, I'll just put down 10 gold.
From what I understand, playing a cleric now, if it specifically mentions a component that is consumed by the
Yep, okay.
by the spell, you have to have the component.
Alright.
But I mean, I'll say yes, you've got it. Just write off 10 gold.
Yep, no problem.
Or even that you went into the back, you got some of that ink that Dongo was covered in before, and then you use your 10 gold to, I don't know, make some powdered lead.
I think
and combine it in.
I think Volo would have had the ink, wouldn't he?
Yeah, he would have very much had the ink on him.
Yeah. So basically, if anyone else reads it, it's just like, it's like a fan letter sort of thing. Oh, I liked your music last night, yada yada yada. But I was in here earlier, but the real message is basically, can you do you have any information from either you or from other Harper agents about the missing friend of Volo? Like, I'll put down Volo's friend's name, and you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And any information, just leave it in my room, or give it to the bartender.
The bartender gives you a nod and says, sure as I see 3 strings come back, I'll be sure to give him this message.
Yep. Thanks for that. Also, I'll sign it as NS. You should realize who it is. So.
Cool. As the bartender takes your message, you see a disgusting pile of like underwear in like a cubby hole. I mean, these are all women's underwear, and there's like a couple flowers in there too. And so you suspect that 3 strings gets quite a lot of fan mail.
Yeah. Anyway, I head back to the group.
Cool.
Panties in the mail. All right.
Why do I feel like I should punch someone? Like I'm being upstaged or something.
You get
We're
out.
always upstaged.
Yes, thank you.
Haha, upstage. That's a good bard pun.
It's just Pride's life.
Well, he was also, you know, a small town bard compared to big city bard.
Even Chandri managed to outstage him.
Yeah.
That's true.
Pretty handily, too.
Especially seeing how she was wanted.
Yeah. Pride does not have good luck.
No.
Even though he's a
we've
bard of
established that.
fortune. But
always said that if you ever wanted to ask Paylor for help retraining, could do that.
Hmm.
Anyway, so you see a really nervous looking Volothamp being like, come on, my friend, he's missing. I need you to go look for my friend, please. He could be dead and dying somewhere in a gutter. Oh, I perish at the thought, thinking that it is all my fault that my friend should be lying dead or drowned somewhere.
It probably won't be your fault.
Oh, but I
So-
feel it must. It must be my fault. We had had a few too many drinks last night, and I might have been a little loud, declaring, my losings to my gambling with my friend.
No
Yeah.
time locked to present.
Mm-hmm. Would I know how far we are from the place that Volo mentioned?
Yeah, he actually pulled out a map and pointed directly to it.
Okay.
You're like a short carriage ride away, like one of those long walk, short drives kind of deals.
Mm. Could we get there by walking though?
Yeah, absolutely.
Like,
It would take you about maybe an hour to get there.
I say we just walk it. Who knows how far Volo's friend went after, if he left the tavern. Maybe we can find some
That,
evidence.
and who knows whether or not the carriage drivers will even take our coin.
Pretty sure they did, because how else did we? Because we paid the other guy to get to the Yawning Portal.
Well, what's up with this whole thing about about Waterdeep having its own currency called dragons or something? That's just confusing.
It's almost like they think of themselves as their own country.
It's a city-state, I think.
No, they have a king. Sort of.
Kind of.
It is a big.
Technically, Norfinas would probably know the reason why we have dragons.
Because they sound cool. I don't know if anyone would even know about that.
Hmm. I don't know. Maybe it's just a. Who knows?
Onwards to the dock ward, to where Floon was last seen at the Skewered Dragon.
Why would an underwater city have docks?
Not underwater, though.
Not anymore.
Would that have changed the layout?
There are
Nope.
fucking trees. Everything's different. There's
Yep.
dirt, not sand.
Kelpies are now horses.
Yep. You guys are in a whole new world. You guys are in Isekai right about now.
A whole new.
I feel like we've
world.
been in isekai.
Yeah,
With the amount of plane hopping we've been doing, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, look at Pride. He's been Isekai more than everyone else. He
No,
died,
he-
became
he-
a ghost.
Yeah, he's not isekai. He's Isa died.
But
Hisa died.
Isa died.
Hisa died many a times.
Yeah. He's a Sith Lord.
So we're walking towards the dock ward right now.
Yes. Do.
You know, his friend could have just been mugged, but doesn't exactly answer the question of where he's at.
Who knows? We can always just look around in most of the alleyways. Like, one person getting jumped there is pretty common, but no one's not stupid enough to try and jump four of us.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. I have a theory about the reason why we came to this city. You know, about
Why it's still here.
yeah. So it has to be something powerful enough to rival even Paylor. And that is not a good list to read off.
Wasn't Paylor slightly drained, though? Weaker than normal, if I remember?
Yes, but still more powerful than any fucking average mortal.
Okay, going with a hypothetical here, which is the most likely out of that list?
Most likely could potentially be some sort of fiend or possibly a fiend. So either a demon or a devil. They'd be more than capable of something like this. Creating their own form of reality. It's a form of demi-plane. That's what the stories have said, anyway.
I'm gonna assume we're walking and talking.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
got an hour. That's why I haven't cut you guys off like that.
Would I know anything about, like, if there's ever been any form of demon activity or fiend activity during my time I was here?
Just a lot of gang activity. It's just
Alright.
been gang wars predominantly in this town.
Could also be an extremely powerful wizard or sorcerer.
Well, I mean, out
Or
of
a
also
warlock who's working for a celestial. Or a
like above game, you know about Dio, but like you don't know about Dio.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Even then, we don't know if he's even strong enough to do something like this.
Well, he's a dragon, but we don't know what type of what type of dragon or how old he is.
Hmm.
At this point, he's prismatic.
Anywho,
As you guys are walking, I'm not trying to change the subject.
Yeah.
But as you guys, screensaver. As you guys are walking, you turn a corner, and you find yourself on a street that has been cordoned off by the city watch. Lying on the cobblestones are a half dozen corpses, seemingly the victims of some terrible skirmish. Watch officers have disarmed and arrested 3 blood-drenched humans and are in the midst of questioning witnesses. One of the officers sees you guys just standing around and staring before walking over and says, "Go on, nothing to see here."
Ignore that.
wait, what? Oh,
Ignore that.
Okay. Groc, what are you doing?
What happened here?
Pride, does a 17 hit your AC?
Yes.
Okay.
We
Ah,
just got
my
Dynn off the
chest.
hook. We can't lose you.
I'm the only one who's ever gone to jail. We can't have another one.
Hey,
No, Pride went to jail.
I've been to jail before. Bard College.
No, but you were also went to jail in
Also,
the fire plane
Neverwinter
as well.
was racist. Fucking racists. Anyway,
Anyways, so the guard, one of the 12 guards here, has seen you guys and is shooing you along. Move along, nothing to see here.
what happened here? Like a
Nothing.
fucking
Move.
slaughter.
Time to go. You ain't seen nothing.
Well, actually, we could use a bit of information. This could actually pertain to a job that the 4 of us are working on for Volo.
I assure you, sir, this has nothing to do with anything that Bolo Thamp character has to say. But I would like Norfinas to roll a perception check.
Yeah.
Hey, nice. First off, you're very much getting the impression that these city guards will not tell you anything. It is super customary. Norfinas would know this. I mean, that
Yeah.
it is super customary for the general civilians not to have any clue and to be kept in the dark, that it's literally none of their business. But you recognize that this was definitely some sort of turf war between the Zentarum and the Xanathar Guild. That the 12 dead very much seem to be members of the Zentarum, while the three people, the three bloody humans, have the nine eye tattoos along their body in various places that Norfinas would very much understand as the symbol for the Xanathar Guild.
9 eye tattoos. How does anyone not know that Xanathar's a?
They're well hidden. They're like,
But I mean, like, no one knows who Xanathar is. Like, even members of the Xanathar Guild. Like, how has no one figured it out that it's a beholder?
I don't know. It's just
Because
what the
people
book
are
tells me.
stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They probably
This is
never
what the
met a
book tells
beholder.
me.
Zorbuck's not. Zorbuck's got a max intelligence.
He's a bounty
But,
hunter.
like,
He's only hired on.
That's the only member of the cleanup crew that could potentially have a faintest idea would be fucking knocked.
But even with these 9 tattoos, it's not like it's just 9 eyeball tattoos. Imagine full on like Yakuza style where their whole body is tattooed. And so
Oh,
imagine
yeah.
like a tiger in a forest with like a crane nearby and like a lizard on
Yeah.
a rock. And so you
Yeah,
understand
yeah.
how all these would add up to having 9 eyes or something like that.
Yeah.
Which makes
It's-
Noct the
which,
only member of the Xanathar Guild to not have tattoos.
What?
Mm.
Well, you probably put tattoos on when you shapeshifted just to like, yeah, team player. Look, here are the tattoos. 5 seconds later, goes back to whatever he feels like looking.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's basically fucking Hisoka.
But fun fact, like some people interviewed like actual like Yakuza members and showed them pictures of the main character from the Yakuza video games of Kiryu,
Oh,
and they talked about and like the main takeaway of Kiryu from the actual real life Yakuza members was that his tattoos were stupid.
but the eye patch
Yeah.
looks badass.
Well, that's Majima, not.
Oh, well, again, I don't play it, so okay. So
So yeah, you see the 3
I'll be
humans.
right back.
They're crouched down onto their knees, hands placed above their head. They're being interrogated by the various members of the guard. You notice that one of the members happens just to glance over and sees your crew just standing there, but doesn't really make death threats or doesn't shoot daggers out of his eyes, metaphorically, not
Yeah.
literally. He just looks over, glances at you before the guard's like, hey, you, eyes over here. I'm not done talking to you yet. Before the guards are like, come on, shoot, go,
Yeah.
go. He's not giving up.
okay,
Anything.
okay. We're going. Where's the detour?
You would understand that the detour is not very far from here.
Okay.
That if anything, it would take you out. Where am I taking you to? It would take you towards Zastro Street and Fillet Lane.
Go on, guys. I know-
Tall. Go on.
Sorry. I was just gonna say, come on. I know a shortcut.
All right.
As we're walking, I'm gonna tell them the info that I learned.
Oh, fun.
Yeah. All the dead guys were Zentarum, and the 3 of them that were captured were Xanathar Guild. And it was a turf war. By the looks of it. If I were to take a guess, those were either 3 really powerful members, or the rest of them, or those were the stupid ones that got left behind.
More than likely, the stupid ones that got left behind.
Mm.
Or both.
Yeah.
Let's be honest, power doesn't equal intelligence.
Anyway, go on, Ghost.
Let me just describe what the neighborhood looks like. Tall, densely packed tenements, apartment buildings.
Yeah.
Tall, densely packed tenements leave most of the neighborhood in shadow at ground level. Most of the street lamps have their glass smashed and their candles stolen. And the smells of salt air and excrement linger as you pass by rows of rundown buildings. This is not a really good area. This is like stinky Skid Row. But
if Dasmar were here, he'd probably be barfing because he smells with his tongue.
Wait,
shit
what about
and,
Dynn?
and assault.
Mm-hmm.
Dynn has heightened senses for his smell.
Yeah, but he likes stinky things.
He's a kobold.
Speaking of
I mean,
which,
I've worked.
oh wait, no, there you are.
I am. Well, what's up?
He's just been quiet.
You've just been quiet, which is odd. Like we thought we were. I thought you were having a microphone situation again.
Oh no, I was just. I don't know. I guess didn't really. I don't know. We were just kind of doing things. I didn't really feel like Dynn was really necessary to say anything in this part. At this part.
It's
Something's
more
wrong with
world
him. What's
building
wrong?
than super roleplay stuff at this moment, anyways.
Yeah.
But as you guys are walking along, you notice one particular building that is distinctly different than the others' ramshackle huts. One nearby shop stands out from the others. It has a purple facade, and in its window hangs a stuffed beholder. Above the door,
Can I
hangs
roll
a
an
sign-
Arcana check to see if I know what that is?
Yeah, I will let you do that.
Come on, don't fail me now. Good luck.
No, I'm
No.
sorry.
Fuck.
You have not heard of or seen any beholders in the plane of water. Above the door hangs a sign whose elaborate letters spell out Old Zoblob Shop. From the door, a faint purple smoke trickles out from underneath.
Okay, that screams magic, and my curiosity is piqued.
Can Dynn roll perception, like to see if he smells anything from the smoke?
Yeah, by all means, go right ahead.
Can I get advantage because it's a stealth advantage?
Yeah.
I gotta open
Yeah.
up the character sheet. I haven't actually opened it up yet.
How dare.
You're fired.
You fade.
You're fired.
Just gonna have to get someone else to play the kobold now. Lord knows there's no shortage of takers. You will have advantage. That 17 is great. While you don't recognize specifically what lavender is, you do know it has quite a nice, fragrant floral scent.
I mean, can't lavender be used in some foods?
Yes,
But you are
but it's
from
not
the plane.
native to the water.
Exactly.
True.
That's why I'm saying you know it smells nice, but you don't know what lavender is. Yes, everyone else who's playing this game knows what lavender is, but a kobold from the plane of water, no idea what lavender is.
Okay. I'll just tell them. It's kind of a sweet smell. Doesn't really smell all that magical, honestly.
So what's up? Are you guys gonna go in? Are you at least looking at the window?
Dynn will go in.
Wait.
Same with pride.
Norfinas is gonna hold him up. He's gonna try and. Can he try and remember if he knows this is like something he may recognize? I'm trying not to be meta here.
You've been away for too long.
Okay. I don't remember this shop.
But I mean, it's got a fucking beholder in the window, and you know, you anything with eyes stands out for you, and so you're counting 9 eyes, and so naturally your attention has been piqued. But this is wholly unfamiliar to you.
I don't like this.
I smelled nice things, so I'm good to go.
Look,
Yeah.
it's worth enough at least to check it out because there's something that's here that probably doesn't exist where we're from.
Yeah, but again, I'm very cautious here. I mean, that whatever the plushy thing is in the window has 9 eyes. That's the same number of eyes on the Xanathar's tattoos.
Dynn's already entered the building. Is there
Oh,
anything-
fuck.
See, this pride just looks down and like, wait, where the fuck?
And you hear pishing, ding, ding, ding.
You know, I wonder if they have goblins ringing.
Yeah. I'm
Well-
just gonna chase after him.
As you chase after him inside, you see a deep gnome, a Svefferneblin, currently sitting.
Nibbling.
Smurferniblin.
What the
Uh,
fuck?
You see a Svefferneblin. I'm trying to make goofy names for
Deep gnome.
Svefferneblin. Yeah. Imagine a gnome, but gray-blue skin.
Wait, are deep gnomes the ones that are from the earth or from the ocean?
Earth.
Underdeep.
Yeah.
Underdark.
Yeah, Underdark.
Okay.
So you would not recognize what a Svefferneblin is. You just think, yep, that's a purple-colored gnome. He's currently sitting on top of his counter, eyes closed, legs folded, cross-legged, and he's currently exhaling the purple smoke from his giant purple hookah. He hears the
So-
bell go off, and he lowers his pipe, exhaling a final lavender smoke colored plume before raising his hand and declaring, "Hail and well met! Welcome! Come browse the shelves of the most curious curiosity shop in the world!"
So am I Alice or is Norfinas Alice?
Who's Alice?
You understand the
Dane,
joke,
stop
right?
being meta.
Dongo, you're fired.
Again.
Oh, you understand the joke though.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do.
But I'm just going to take a quick look around the store and just see what's around there.
What kind of shop is this?
It's a curio shop. You'll notice that everything is purple. You name it, I've probably got it. Here, if you want to take a look at what's on the shelf, roll me a D100 and I'll tell you exactly what you see.
Is that
Okay.
everyone or
Fucking
just,
betcha.
or just pride?
Anyone who feels like rolling a D100 can take a look and I'll tell you what you
Doing
see.
14. Oh no, 8.
No, I got
8.
14.
I saw the 14 show up all of a sudden.
I
and
got a
rolled it.
64.
Hey,
One
here's a Nintendo
second.
64.
Nintendo 64.
Oh, almost 100 there, Godzilla.
It's the purple Nintendo 64.
Give me 1 second.
I actually had the.
You got
one
a
of the-
97.
Here we go.
I actually have one of the
Uh,
clear purple Nintendo 64 controllers.
Nice.
I think there was a purple Nintendo 64 too.
Yep, I think I had one of those.
I had the the classic purple Game Boy Advance.
Hmm.
I remember those.
Mine's gray with purple buttons.
Okay,
Blue plastic
Yeah,
Game Boy
yeah.
Advance.
I've got a bit
That's
to
a-
read. So here's what you see. Dongo, or Dynn, you see a small idol depicting a nightmarish creature that gives you unsettling dreams when you sleep near it. But it's purple. Norfinas, you find an enormous scale, perhaps from a dragon. But it's purple.
I
Right.
like this.
You find a pyramid of sticky black incense that smells really bad. Okay, I mean, you find a pyramid of sticky purple incense that smells really bad.
I was gonna say.
But it's purple.
I was gonna say, but it smells purple.
It smells like purple. Ah,
You
And
don't
then-
know what
Purple
purple
stuff.
smells like, but this would probably be it.
You
Smells
found
like
purple stuff.
snowsberries.
You can either have that or the Kool-Aid.
Or the Sunny D.
Oh, it's Sunny D. That was the commercial.
Yes.
Right. My bad.
It's Sunny D, but purple.
and
I'm not
Godzilla, you find a tiny purple mechanical crab. It doesn't seem to do anything, but as you turn away, everyone else sees it move around and skitter.
Oh,
You
I
think
know
you
those
he-
things.
You think you hear a noise. As you turn back, it stops moving. You know, kind of like Groot.
I like that.
If you guys
Yep.
wanted to roll again for more stuff, go right ahead.
Yeah.
Wait,
Good.
I'm actually wanting to know if it's actually generally purple or was it like painted purple?
Pride just looks at the crab.
Another crab. Like, what the
Right,
fuck? I
really.
just
And
Brian
this one's
really
got a
liked
knife.
the crab.
no.
Whoa.
I imagine Pride just goes to like another fucking aisle, and he just finds another crab.
No, this one would be a spider.
Yeah.
The book specifies it can be either a spider or a crab, and since you rolled
Yep.
the same thing, you get both.
Yes,
If someone
I
rolls
get
another
that.
97, it's now a spider crab.
So it's 29.
No, a spider crab or a crab spider. There's a difference.
Dynn,
Those are
Dynn
both
finds some
pretty
purple socks.
Hey!
A pair of old purple socks.
This'll keep my ears warm.
Ah, okay, here we go. Godzilla or Groc. Groc finds a large purple badge in the shape of a 5-pointed star. But as he picks it up, his fingernail accidentally scratches it, and you can see that underneath the purple is actually some silver. You get the impression that perhaps it's a mixture, that some of these things genuinely are purple or maybe have been dyed purple.
Well, that answers my question.
Mhm.
I accidentally like rub the socks a little bit, and then I find out that they're gold.
No, that's mold.
Oh,
Purple mold.
I can make cheese.
Didn't just like licks the mold off of his fingers.
You know he probably would.
You know, he probably
If you
would.
do that, you have to pay for the socks.
I mean, Dynn was gonna buy the socks anyway.
They're socks.
They can keep my ears warm in the winter.
That's the best way to get athlete's ear.
Wow, this shop is kind of boring.
Can I roll again?
Yeah, I currently have a list of 100 items.
I want to
We
buy
just
at
keep
least
going.
one or two
This is the
things. I
entire
just wanna see
session. We
what's-
just keep rolling till we get everything on the list.
25.
I am gonna roll one more
One more.
I'll
I'll roll
time for me.
I'll roll
Fine.
like one
Fine,
or
one
two
more
more
for
times.
me
I want
too.
to see what's around.
Yeah, one more each. We don't want to
Yeah.
make too much of it.
25 then.
I got
Okay,
a 73.
25. Dynn finds a tiny purple icon of a raven. You pick it up and you look underneath and you realize that whoever painted this purple raven icon forgot to get the bottom, as the bottom is still shiny and silver. Let's see. Pride with his 73. He finds the shell of an egg painted with the scenes of human misery in disturbing detail, and the ink is purple. Let's see. Groc finds 59. A purple rabbit's foot.
Oh, that's actually kind of dope.
And lastly, Norfinas with his 48. He finds a glass orb filled with purple water in which swims a clockwork goldfish.
That is also purple.
Now, you think of all things, you've heard some rumors. You don't know who Xanathar is, but you've heard some rumors that the guild is rather fond of goldfish.
It's a good cracker. It's a
Okay.
solid snack.
Do we all see the things that we're all picking up, like each other's things, or do we only see the things that we see?
It's your choice. You could like be completely in your own world. You could be a kid in a candy store, like, look what I found, or you can just be like, huh, neat, and just move on.
Because Dynn would definitely be interested in the goldfish.
In that case, Norfinas is not going to show
Do
up.
you show us the raven statue?
That's all up to you guys. If you want, if
Yeah,
no
you
one
see
wants
the-
to tell each other, you can roll a perception, or even in this case, whomever is not wanting to show, roll a stealth, and you have to beat the passive perception.
I mean,
of-
Dynn's
I
just,
mean, I'm just
Dynn's just
looking
grabbing
at
stuff
it. I
and
don't
running
really
around and
care.
showing everybody.
10!
Look
Jesus!
at this purple thing.
Oh wait, I rolled the wrong thing twice.
Twice.
I meant to say stealth.
This is not a fish, this is a jellyfish.
Mhm.
Should I roll
almost
like
not
should I
20.
roll my perception or something?
Oh, it's your passive perception.
So 13. I definitely see the goldfish in Norfinas' hand, but for me, I'm not hiding anything. I'm just I'm just picking up things, looking at
All
them.
right, I'm casting
Yeah.
Identify on Dynn's statue.
Oh, you mean the small idol depicting a nightmarish creature that gives you unsettling dreams near
No,
its
the
statue?
raven.
No,
the
raven.
statue. The
Oh,
raven icon.
it's just a statue.
All right, yeah, this store bores me.
It's page 160 in the player's handbook of the trinkets.
Does Norfinas sort of looks at the gnome? Does he see any tattoos or any indications there was tattoos on him?
Give me 1 second. Wait, sorry. Pride, did you say you did detect magic? Or no, you did identify.
He did
Yeah,
identify.
identify.
Alright, never mind.
I don't know if I have detect magic. I do not have detect magic.
Now you just see a really weird looking purple gnome.
Is
Oh
he
wait, yeah, sorry. I stopped reading too soon.
Yep.
The hairless old gnome sitting cross-legged on the counter wears plum-colored robes. His cheeks are decorated with 9 purple face-painted eyes.
Seriously, this shop is just boring. I was expecting magic.
The walls are purple. All the trinkets are purple. This man is wearing purple. His skin has been painted purple. His smoke is purple. This guy just really
I mean,
likes.
everything about this store screams magic, but there's no magic.
Well,
Well,
I
you
mean,
gotta
I'm
look
getting
harder.
some bad vibes. I'm getting some bad vibes from this statue thing I saw when I entered.
as you turn away to talk to the group, your little crab statue starts dancing around.
Oh, just a fucking raving crab.
That crab video.
I thought I had the crab and he had the spider.
Okay, you know
It's
what?
both.
Fuck it. I will ritual cast identify on the fucking creepy nightmarish statue.
It
That's
is
10
both.
minutes.
Yeah, we don't have
If
10
he
minutes.
does that, I can do another roll then.
Well, sure. I mean, I can say that you're just taking 10 minutes to look at it while the rest of you guys are just talking and just looking, like just window shopping, even just to take your time.
Dinn's just gonna keep looking at stuff, so that's just the whole point of him being in there at this point.
10
Is there
minutes
any?
is nothing.
Can I ask if there's anything that looks like it could be used for cooking or food related business? To roll disadvantage on that. Can I ask the gnome? Can I ask the gnome that?
I know, I'm finding the all the stuff. Let's see.
Meanwhile, Dinn's wearing the socks on his ears.
Ah, I see you're quite taken by the socks. You know, if you're willing to buy them, I could happily sell it to you for, say, a gold. I mean, a dragon. I don't know what a gold is. I meant to say a dragon. You have 10. Volothamp gave you each 10.
Wait, is that
Or did he give you
each
100?
10? Okay, yeah.
Can before I actually try and see if I can possibly negotiate, is there any way I can do half a dragon?
Do we have 10 dragons or 100 dragons each?
10.
I don't know. What do you have? 10?
I think it was 10 each.
It
You just said.
genuinely don't remember. Yeah, I think I gave you guys 10 each.
Is it
Yeah.
possible to buy things for half a dragon?
I don't know. Might be possible. Perhaps I can interest you in buying 2 things. You know, those are 2 socks. 1 gold each? Yeah, sure. Half a dragon. That'll be 1 dragon.
Okay, sure. I'll buy socks.
Well, that's a ripoff.
Din doesn't care.
You don't
Let
know
me
the
guess.
cost.
The nightmarish statue is just that. A nightmarish statue.
Yeah, it's just a creepy statue I found.
Do you have anything that can be used for cooking or food in the store?
I don't know. Roll a D100. That's me because there's literally 100 things I got to read through to see if there's anything you could cook with.
Dang. Okay, I'll roll another D100 then. 77. Hey, 7.
You find a sheet of parchment upon which is drawn a complex mechanical contraption. It kind of looks a bit like a crab. The
You've got to be
mechanical.
fucking kidding me.
I found a
blueprints.
no. I found purple prints.
Ha!
Godzilla is muted.
For good reason. He would probably rage quit right now.
come on, that is that one was justified.
Yep, I agree. I thought it was funny. Yep, you definitely find the purple prints of a mechanical crab-like construct.
I'm not saying the name of this out of character.
Can
Well,
I
we-
read it and see if it says anything? And see what it says?
Sure. You look closely and you read it, and it says the Calawash contraption. Calawash, whatever it's pronounced.
Qualish.
Qualish,
Since
thank
you've
you.
already said part of it, it's the apparatus of Qualish.
Yes, the book I needed was out of reach.
No problem. Should I just look that up, or can I just look that up since I have the blueprints?
Yeah, we'll just say that you can do that later.
Norfinas holds up the glass sphere with the fish in it. How much is this, please?
Ah, that one's my prized possession. I don't know what told me to think that was something I'd like very much, but I see that goldfish in the bowl and I just can't seem to get rid of it. But I think I could probably part with it. How does Joe Dragon sound?
I'm just gonna quickly jump in and say, can you do one dragon? If we buy multiple things, can you lower to a lower price?
Hold on, I am actually supposed to roll. Oof, actually, I'm being nice. That ball was supposed to cost 5 dragons.
Is it possible I can still try and roll?
Sure, you can try and roll persuasion. Because I actually am supposed to charge a specific price, but I wasn't. But like,
You could haggle.
21.
Nice.
I will totally say that you haggle him. I'm not even gonna bother rolling counter persuasion.
Man, even if you let me get advantage, I probably could have gotten it for free.
No.
He would not have given it to you for free.
I know, I'm just messing. Yeah, I'm fine with one dragon.
I actually have a gift for something like this. Ironically, not supposed to be used in this context.
I'm sorry, what?
What?
Oh,
Oh.
Ha!
okay.
That's such a
Prime Laura Bailey haggling right
Yeah.
there, or specifically Vex haggling, not Jester.
Jester would probably be the opposite of haggling. It's like, I'll pay you 10 instead of 2.
Here, I'll give you 10. Keep the change.
Sure.
Thanks. Oh, it's okay. I used to pick my nose with it earlier. I don't want no more. I was like,
It's okay. My mother is the ruby of the sea.
I understand a little bit of this because I looked it up a long time ago, but I don't know much about Critical Role, so. But
yeah,
yeah,
North.
Laura
most of
Bailey-
them
Laura Bailey's character in the second
Yeah.
campaign is really well off
Yeah.
because her mother is a really famous prostitute.
Yeah. I know,
Ah.
actually.
Okay.
Well,
Well, I should say courtesan.
Okay,
she's
fair
a-
enough.
she's a-
There's a
she's
bit of a
fancy-
difference.
So
Yeah.
I'm looking at the purple prints, and like, does it tell me if this is the exact same thing as the thing that's been mocking Groc?
nope.
I mean, the thing that's been mocking me, like, I know exactly what this is because we got added in another campaign.
It is literally on page 161 of the player's manual
What?
guide as
No,
a trinket.
keep it a secret. Keep it a secret from Dongo, because it'll be so much more entertaining.
Oh, that part, yeah. No, I'm not telling you that part.
Okay.
I'm talking about the spider. and
Oh,
for the
yeah,
crab.
the spider is literally just a trinket from the trinket guide.
Yeah, it's literally just like a robotic spider / crab that will only move when you're not looking at it.
Huh.
Mm,
It's that frog from Warner Brothers.
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah.
Din,
Hello,
was-
my baby. Hello, my rectum gal.
Din isn't that interested in something that he can't see move like that.
Mhm.
So he got the socks. He's good with that. And
Norfinas pays the gnome, the dragon, for the sphere. With a fish in it.
Ah, well met.
Hmm.
Now, I have not well met, but thank you very much. Now, perhaps as a parting gift, would you guys happen to have anything purple you'd be willing to donate? You know, I like to have something fresh on the shelves every time someone buys something from me.
I might.
I don't think I have anything purple.
Hmm. I might have something. Hold on.
While Dynn is looking through his pouch of just general things, old Zoblob tells you the story of how he came into having this old shop. You see, I wasn't the original owner. I tried to name it after myself, you see. Dennis's shop, but it never really seemed to took. Even after I moved in, everyone kept calling it Old Zoblob. Not that it has anything to do with that beholder on the windowsill. No relation. You see, after I was spelunking down in the Undermountain, which is just, a cave system off to the east of here, I came across an old dead body. And inside the body was a parchment with the deed to this place. And so, well, finders keepers.
Cool. While he's telling that story, I'm casting Prestidigitation to turn all the buttons in a box I've had since the start.
Purple.
Turning all the buttons purple. Along with the box.
Look at all those purple buttons.
Does that?
Tell you what, with all
Actually,
these
it's
purple,
Prestidigitation that does it.
with all those purple buttons, I'll let you take something else from the shelf for free. If you feel like rolling a D100, you can take the first thing you roll. Unless you want something specifically already mentioned.
I don't know, Dynn, is Dynn getting the blueprints?
No, he got
I'm
the
showing
socks.
them to. Well, I mean, I can still buy the other stuff
Oh,
too. I'm
sure.
just like, I'm looking at these blueprints. I'll hand it to you guys to see if it might be worth anything. If it might be anything that could be useful.
I mean, as I said, I've got a list of 100 to choose from. You might find something cool.
I'm just gonna hand the blueprints to.
Purple prints?
I'm gonna hand the purple prints to just Norfinas, and because Norfinas or Pride might know something about this. Because it doesn't do anything. It doesn't hit anything with me.
I can.
I would know how to read building blueprints.
Even with a natural 20, you would not know what this legendary item is.
I'll hold on to it for now, and if I don't like, and if I find something better, I'll just buy that instead, or maybe buy it. I don't know, because it looks interesting, but that's, I don't know. To Dynn, it's like confuses him.
I mean, you found these blueprints, purple prints jokes aside, you found these blueprints, and considering where you've been on your travels, you very much know of a place that would totally be able to use blueprints of this.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mechanos could definitely.
You're 24. You find a stone disc with various shades of purple.
Like, what do you mean various shades of purple?
Well, I mean, it's supposed to be a multicolored stone disc, but since everything is purple, it's just different. It's a disc with different shades of purple. It's like a paint swatch.
While Dynn is still looking around, I'm gonna pull Pride and Groc aside for a sec.
I'll just flavor that Pride is still just looking at these blueprints. This is not a building.
Okay.
I'll trade you the purple buttons for those prints there. I've already got a crab and a spider, and that just tells me how to make them again. Even though it doesn't look anything like the current crab that's on the shelf.
Deal. You see his Pride's just looking at it intently, just with a face that just screams, "What do you make?" Sees he just rolls it up and puts it in his haversack.
Thanks. Don't forget to come again. Here, I'm gonna
Yeah.
roll a D100 because I want to see what I could have gotten because I don't want to be left out. I got 53. I would have found a small box filled with different sized buttons.
Yay!
Hey. Title of the episode: Small Box Full of Buttons.
You know, as a bard, I actually had to roll on the trinkets table just for that.
Can you fucking believe it?
Oh god,
Actually,
the
no, it's for my
shopkeeper just finds
background.
buttons and he's just like, wait, I have this already. I was ripped off.
Oh no, that one was different size buttons. This is all one size.
Actually, no, it's not for bard. It was for the entertainer background.
Uh,
Oh, that's so funny.
Gift for
Oh, that's
gift
so
from a fan.
Great. I love the irony.
Coincidence, not irony.
yeah.
It's pure coincidence. It's more than 1 in 100 of all things. Well, I guess it would technically be 1 in 100 because you got that from the trinket guide.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
Right,
gosh.
I'm gonna be right
Okay.
back real quick. I need something to drink.
Look, as I'm walking out, I'm just gonna have one more quick glance as I'm walking around. I'm rolling another D100.
Hmm.
86.
You find an empty purple snuff box
What's
with an inscription on the surface that says "Dreams."
It's
Okay.
a box that you. It's a box that you shove down someone's throat to snuff out their life.
Yeah.
Snuff boxes, if you don't know, is typically what they would have kept tobacco
Hmm.
in.
Yeah.
But it says dreams, so you can only kind of wonder what kind of dreams would be associated with tobacco.
Marijuana.
What? You would think that this
No.
game would imply something like that?
Absolutely.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know what the purple guy's smoking, but
He's smoking weed and we
What
got
about Kanda?
secondhand
We
high.
got the question. All right,
He currently has smoked all that purple dream
yes, it
tobacco.
worked.
the wacky tobacco.
All right. What have I missed?
You know what?
Nothing.
I'm just gonna, as I'm going out, I'm like, hey, can I take this box as in exchange for some of the buttons too?
Wait, what?
I don't know. Let me see about that. Hmm.
I was just testing it to see if the gift worked, and it did. It's just kind of laggy.
Oh,
Okay, you can take the empty box.
Cool.
I mean, I've got a full one. And I kind of, took the contents and smoked them for myself. He taps the side of his hookah.
Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know you could smoke dreams.
Yeah, sweet dreams are made of this.
Oh God,
God.
I keep. The thing is, I keep being reminded about when someone was like yelling at me because I got the artist for that song wrong. I thought that "Sweet Dreams, Beautiful Nightmare" was by Katy Perry.
No.
Who am
No.
I to
No.
disagree?
No.
Traveled the
No.
world and the 7 seas.
No.
No.
Yeah, the guy. Yeah, one of my managers at work. He was really disappointed.
That is way before Katy Perry.
Yes, it was.
Yes.
Yeah.
That
I'm
was
fairly
like,
certain that
that was
I'm
like
fairly
80s?
certain that precedes my birth. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like 8.
But yeah, okay. I got a purple dream box and and socks on my ears. I'm satisfied.
I might as well do this while we're here. Have you seen what was the
Thank
actual
you.
name? What?
Floon?
Yeah, Floon. Have you seen a dwarf by the name of Floon around here?
Well, I wasn't going to give you anything unless you did a DC 13 charisma save, but since you gave me something purple, I don't know this Floon person you're talking of, but I did see a dwarf by the description you just gave me out in front of the shop. He was picked up by a group of men, but I didn't see where they went.
What direction did they go? Just a general.
They went.
They went up.
They went that way.
They went up and then eventually sank into the ground. I think I was high at the time.
Yet somehow they got higher.
Oh my god, I'm going down!
I don't know which way they went, but I know that the dwarf wasn't alone. He was dressed with a very well-looking man. There were 5 attackers in all. None of them looked familiar, but one of them did have the tattoo of a black winged snake on his neck. I'll give you the... You don't even need to roll the insight. You know that, at least by the description, that one of the attackers had a black winged snake on his neck. You know that is the symbol of the Zentarum Guild.
Oh my god. Okay.
I actually have a gift for something like this too.
All right. Thank you. Oh wait.
Anytime.
Actually, I should have asked this earlier, but was the attack, was the turf war, did that happen the night before, or was it recent, or?
That was last night. The attack I saw happened at least 3 days ago.
Ah, okay.
So we're looking for the Zentarum then.
All right. Thank you. I'm gonna usher everyone out of the shop quickly.
Yeah, Pride would actually be walking out too.
Yeah.
Out of character, Pride just made enemies with the fucking Xanathar Guild.
Why did
How
you
and
steal?
why? What'd you...
Because the buttons he sold him were not purple. They looked purple.
They are not going to be purple very soon.
Yeah.
Let's hope he doesn't remember this, because let's hope he's high at the time so he doesn't remember this.
You also don't know this guy belongs to the Xanathar Guild.
True. I'm saying that out of character.
Norfinas has a
He might not have-
suspicion. That's about it.
Dinn's just already outside. He just keeps opening and closing the box, looking at the emptiness in it.
So,
Ooh.
as soon as we're out of earshot of the shop, yeah, by the looks of him, he had what I believe to be Xanathar tattoos on him, on his cheeks.
Huh. Neat. Pride's just looking at the blueprints.
Can I take a look at the blueprints? See if I can.
No, I said that none of you... You can look at them. Even with a natural 20, you're not going to identify
Okay.
what these
Yeah.
this is.
Okay.
Out of game, we already said what this is. In game, there's absolutely no way.
We need to take
You know yeah, if you would take it to Mechanos, they would absolutely be able to know what to do with it. Not like they'd know what it is, though.
Yeah.
Honestly, these are blueprints for something.
You just take solace knowing that it looks like a crab, and that's the closest thing to anything you've had in semblance to home in this strange, non-aquatic world.
Yeah.
The folks at Mechanos will probably pay top dollar for them at the very least.
Yeah.
Or they'll
That
be
or-
willing to make it.
Well, that's what I'm betting on, because I'd rather see what this actually makes.
We'll do that another time, but
Yeah, especially because I don't think we'll be able to get back here if we leave.
It's Crab Mech from Unexpectables.
yep.
Yep.
Kind of, sort of, but Monty got it from just a DM's guide. It's a
Oh,
normal item. It's Calwash's apparatus, or the apparatus of Calwash.
She had.
I was just
They
making a
had
joke.
a different version.
Yeah.
Different. Well, one you could say is upgraded.
So we know that the attack we know the bodies that were found in the street by the guards that happened last night, and we know what the shopkeeper told us about Floob. He was taken 3 nights ago. And by Zentarum, no less.
You know, Hmm.
Well, if you're still looking for more information, you've still got your primary goal of
The
the
tavern.
Skewered Dragon, which you know is just about a block or two around the corner.
Mm.
Honestly, you might as well go and check out the tavern still.
Yeah, it's not that far away from here. Maybe only a block or
Honestly,
two.
we'll probably be able to get a positive ID on specific members.
Oof. If they have that.
Possibly.
Yeah, but like the Xanathar, they kind of tend to keep their tattoos hidden. If they're smart enough.
Well, clearly the Zentarum don't.
Anyway.
Well, it's one of those times that you get that the average citizen, even if they are to be shown right to their face, would not recognize it.
True.
Whereas most of these criminals would brandish it about to say, hey, don't fuck with me.
Mm. All right. Let's just go to the tavern. Maybe we can hopefully find something new there.
The Skewered Dragon faces an alley that runs between Net Street and Fillet Lane in the dock ward, not far from the old Zoblob shop. When the characters approach it, read, the Skewered Dragon looks like a ruin. Both of its front-facing windows are smashed, and an anchor's ship is lodged in the roof. Through the windows, though, you can see a group of haggard patrons still drinking, despite the ramshackle appearance of this bar. If I were also to choose my own words to describe this and what the book says, it looks like a typhoon sneezed. There's like bits of an anchor like lodged in the roof. There's like part of the steering mechanism for the boat also just sticking out of a wall. The front windows have all been smashed in. You can see a couple of the barrel seats knocked over and splintered. Off on the side, you see like a table also kind of just like a mess. Bits of seaweed hanging from the side.
Well, there goes my question, because I was going to ask, is this like a intentional aesthetic sort of thing, or was it something that happened recently?
Yeah, everything is like freshly wet. But the fact that there are people still in here shows you either these guys are like... Actually, you know, roll an insight and I'll maybe tell you what I think it is.
17.
These guys must really like their alcohol to come here regardless of what this place looks like. I mean, you got your regulars. You got your people that probably wouldn't go anywhere else. These guys, these few people that are coming here, looks like they come here nightly. They look well into their drinks. They've got those pock marks on their swollen faces. Swollen, but not like beat up, just swollen from too much drink. Their nose is a nice wine red color. They've got bags under their eyes. These guys look like they could do with a good week of not drinking.
They're just sloshed.
They're like perma-sloshed.
Yeah. I don't remember this place looking as bad as it does.
Well, we can all agree this isn't water deep from our home. You see his probably just gestures to the grass. Like, what even the fuck is that?
Pretty sure we've seen that on the airplane.
Yeah. So
They are on the dockside, so as that there's like seaweed and stuff, like strewn about the place in a couple places.
Yeah.
And you would recognize the ship's anchor. Plus, actually, you know, since you're in the dockside, you probably would have, you know, walked past an alleyway and like seen the ocean.
We should just go in and see if we can try and find some more information. Then hopefully we end up finding something. Otherwise, we're kind of out of options.
So you guys going in?
Yeah.
Cool. You see a small handful of patrons that, as I've mentioned before, seem to be well into their drinks. You see this one, the bartender who's tending bar, cleaning, doing his best to just kind of clean the glasses and some various bottles that look like they've just been recently disrupted. And you can see at least 2 serving wenches currently cleaning up, picking up detritus. What do you guys want to do?
Before I talk to him, I'm gonna have a quick look around the bar to see if there's any Xanathar or Zentarum in here, or any other gangs I should be aware of.
Sure, roll a perception.
18.
Nope. You see nothing. Coast is clear.
Is there a bard currently playing?
No, it's too early in the morning for there to be a bard. If you had to guess, it'd be like 10 a.m. Most bars don't have bards playing this early. Maybe a coffee shop, but not a tavern.
Okay. I wave over the bartender.
Yeah, he looks up and he motions that he sees you.
We're looking for Flubar the dwarf.
Flubar. Can't say I know that name.
Really?
It's just funny because every time you've pronounced his name,
I
you
know
just
I've pronounced it wrong.
Isn't it
every
like
time.
or something? Isn't it like-
Yes,
What was it?
Floon.
Floon.
Dynn will just
L-
look up at
yeah.
Norf and say, I think the guy's name was Floon.
Right.
Ah, Floon. Why didn't you say so? Yeah, I remember Floon. Hard to forget. He was here about 3 nights ago. He was having a couple drinks with that, that
Yeah, with
the
Volo.
book. Yes, that's right. Plus there was that other guy.
What other guy?
Oh, the well-to-do guy. Probably a noble. I don't know. He was
Like
too
someone
clean.
Well off.
Exactly. Didn't smell of shit.
What race was
Especially
he?
in this neighborhood. Human.
Like how fancy, like not like pristine clothing, like no grime on his face either.
Yeah, that's the kind of guy. If I had to describe him, I'd say he was like human, bright red hair, nice blue tunic, yeah, good long brown trousers and black gloves.
Did you notice any particular like like embroidery on his clothing that marked him as a part of any noble house specifically?
Mhm.
What's it to you, huh?
Seems-
Perhaps if you slide a little influence my way, I'll tell you.
Let me see. What?
Can I use that 16 to see if he like he's not trying to scam us or something?
He's totally trying to scam you. He's trying to. He knows you. He knows you want information. He knows he has information, so he's trying to bilk you guys
Okay,
for
so-
either.
So he is telling us the truth in that he
Yeah.
knows. Okay. I just give
But
a nod.
Information ain't cheap.
Do we still have one of those jets?
No, because we.
I think I do.
Oh, okay.
This is also level 1. You could probably get away with a pretty low charisma or intimidation.
Well, you see, we're actually doing a bit of work trying to track down Floon. He's kind of gotten himself into a bit of debt and we're here to collect.
You don't say. Well, he's not here. There you go. You only had to do 13.
Yeah, I'm a bard. What do you expect?
I know. All right. Look. The man he was with, that there, was Raynar November, the son of the previous Waterdeep's Open Lord, aka out of game, like practically the king. He was practically the prince in a sense. Prime Minister's son, first son, I don't know, presidents, whatever the Open Lord is in this world.
Would Norfinas recognize that name?
Yeah, you would absolutely recognize Raynar Never Ember for Daggalt. Jesus. Daggalt Never Ember was the previous Open Lord. And Never Ember name holds quite a lot of weight. One of just,
Yeah.
spoiled rich noble who likes to rub our noses in it. After Floon finished off with that book guy, he met up with Rainier Never Ember. The two drank, played a few rounds of 3 Dragon Ante before leaving at around midnight. 5 men followed them out here. But I don't know what happened to them after that.
Wait, so you say 5 men followed them out?
Yeah, 5 men followed them out.
He probably just pinches the bridge of his nose.
That's... I sort of bring them close. Remember what that shopkeeper said?
Yeah.
There was only 5 of
Already
them.
got a...
Now, for a few gold, a few dragons, I could probably tell you where they usually hang out. He leans in. He's trying to.
You
be
see,
all
he's probably
stealthy.
just slams 5 gold onto the
It's 5 dragons.
bar. Yep, 5 dragons onto the countertop.
We
Wow.
only have 10 of those, dude.
Yeah.
You only have 10 each.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm telling him, he only has 10. Let me just.
I'm a
just gonna-
bard. I can make money.
Yes, he can.
True. Yeah.
Yeah.
The bartender leans in close, looks left, looks right, and kind of whispers to you, Candle Lane. Look for the snake symbol on the door. Before he rubs his nose, winks, and goes back to washing his dishes.
Mighty kind of you.
The guy that
All right.
Flynn left with, he is... I recognize the name. Like the surname. Or the family name.
Well,
He,
obviously some sort of noble with how he was dressed.
Not just a noble. He is basically the son of the former ruler.
Not to sidetrack, but if you were to look on the map, there is a castle in Waterdeep. So that's
Yeah,
what
Waterdeep Castle.
Yeah. So
He's probably just looking at the city map.
yeah. He
It has all the buildings on it, doesn't it? But not marked. Rather a basic layout, right? Like shape.
No, I uploaded a map onto our Discord that has everything. I really forgot to continue updating all the NPCs and people of interest, but on the Waterdeep map,
yeah.
it looks tiny, but you can see it has everything, even from 3.5.
Yeah, does it have like just where the roads are and how many buildings are on each street though? Like the map
Oh.
we were given in game.
Okay, the one on Discord does not, but the one the book that I'm currently reading from, it does have all the street names. Every single street name, every single one has an alley name, everyone has a cross section. You would absolutely know streets and stuff.
Yeah.
And just for reference sakes, because even modern maps have an atlas in the back saying this street would be found on section A1 and so forth like that.
So a few possible theories going on in my head right now. One of them is
Ransoming.
It could be a ransom. It could be a ransom. He could be in on it. He could be working with the Xantarum, maybe. Again, without any... But again, I find it weird that for someone as...
Floon was the only one taken and not the noble.
Exactly. Plus, with how recognizable the noble is, the shopkeeper would have made a note of him.
Yep.
The only other way I see it is that they left together, but they split up.
Well, regardless, let's go. I'll inform you guys on the way.
Okay.
We're going to Candle Lane.
So Norfinas, you'd very much be the tour guide for this. That you know the city like the back of your hand. You know where the Candle Lane is.
All right.
Look for a snake symbol on the door. On a door.
You make your way to Candle Lane. It really does not take you that long to get there. I'm not going to pretend to make up a time because I don't know the distance between this and Candle Lane. I could look it up, but we'll say it doesn't take you long, and you get there for around 1 o'clock because you would have taken some time just to plan things out. You get to Candle Lane. The buildings on either side of Candle Lane are so tall and so tightly packed together that light touches the street only at high sun, which would be noon.
Yeah.
Which would be about now. So it's not that dark. That's not that great. But despite the fact that it's midday and pretty bright, there is still a gloom that kind of like hovers in the air. It's like odd that of all places this street would have a fog all about it. All the street lamps have also been smashed. You can tell that this is not exactly the nicest of places. All the street lights are smashed, all the windows are gross, all the buildings are disgusting. You swear you see a cockroach the size of a cat run by, but you weren't too sure what you saw. But you do know, despite the fact throughout the haze and throughout the noonday sun, you see a single non-smashed street light down near the end.
That's odd. Is anyone on the street?
Nope, streets are empty. You can see that no one would probably want to be down here. It's just so disgusting.
Well, hey, at least we're not prime targets for a muggin.
Yeah,
You see his pride? I was saying that sarcastically. Look at what I'm fucking wearing.
Yeah, well, recommendation, probably keep our hands on our weapons just in case.
Always, you see his pride's just still holding on to his cane.
Trying to figure out.
Someday I'm gonna hit something with this.
We're taking bets here. All of us went with never, but okay.
I bet on once and it was gonna be on himself.
Groc, how about you tail behind us just in, like, you go behind us just in case we get attacked from behind.
Got it.
Okay. Should we just walk towards... Oh, we'll just walk down the lane looking for the snake symbol.
Okay.
Yeah.
Roll the perception checks, please.
12.
Yeah, even with it's a level 1 campaign,
Yeah.
but 12 was enough. I'm actually gonna say no to the 6 though.
Yeah,
12 was
okay.
enough.
How badly does pride fuck it up?
Nope, he got
16.
it.
That's
Wow.
why Dynn's just still opening and closing his new purple dream box.
It's it is for once A blue moon.
Yeah, you got pretty good.
But again, level 1 campaign.
Again, it's pride.
Yeah.
Take any small victories.
Yeah.
As you make your way down, you notice that it's by the one standing street light that you actually notice the symbol written above the door. This must be the hideout.
Huh.
Well, okay, hold on. I'm supposed to make you guys do a DC 10 intelligence check to actually recognize that this is a snake with wings and put 2 and 2 together that this must be
Yeah.
the symbol and the hideout.
Hmm.
Okay, if Dynn can get it.
Again, it's
Oh,
pride.
come on.
All right.
Yeah.
I would have to give Norfinas advantage.
Because of
Yeah,
his
okay.
history, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the only reason I rolled is because Dynn was the only one who'd actually have to roll that.
Yeah, if anyone was paying attention, you know what a snake is, you know what wings are, and you know what the color black is.
Yeah.
Well, we certainly know what purple is.
And then some.
You know what's weird? Even though this box is purple, when I when I cover my eye with it, everything's just black inside.
Croc's nose starts bleeding after hearing that.
Dynn, can you
Actually, be
focus
that
here?
stupid.
That might actually be the stupidest thing you've ever
No,
said.
didn't actually say that. Don't worry.
Okay.
The blood just goes
Can-
back into his ears.
It's not going to be that stupid. Like
No,
I'm
no.
just
Well,
being
it was his nose. It was like
Yeah, the Vegeta.
aneurysm from sheer stupidity.
The blood
like
just goes
Dynn's
straight
not
back up your nose.
stupid.
Wow,
Dynn's not
Vegeta.
stupid.
I
He's
didn't know you were
naive, but
that
he's not gonna be
stupid.
That stupid.
Okay. I'm gonna take it that that Norfinas sees Dynn still playing with the box.
Yeah, he's kind of passively not even paying any attention.
Dynn, come on, we're on the job.
All right. I quickly put something in the box and then put it in my pie.
Yeah, it's like back at Bard College. Work first, pleasure later.
I'm not trying to fuck the box.
If anything, you see the word dreams
Not the
on
first
there.
time I've actually heard that.
If anything, Dynn sees the word dreams on this empty box and he's like, I bet I could put my candy in here. This would be a good box for sweets.
I mean, you're not wrong. I said I put something in there.
Anyways, so you are now before this building. What do you do?
Can I examine the door?
Go ahead.
Yeah, we could always try knocking. Be polite about
19.
it.
It's a door.
There's no like slit for where like you might see the eyes appear if they pull it across, or a keyhole.
Yeah, there's definitely a keyhole. There is that slit that goes across, but it's a door. It's not like it's got any intricate designs. I've pointed out before, you saw the Zentarum symbol, but it's pretty nondescript door.
So okay, I found a GIF for if Groc takes a level in Bard.
Ah, yes, the samurai with the maracas.
You know, I could totally see them with maraca maces.
Hey, what's inside the maces? The teeth of my
Teeth.
fallen enemies.
You were on the same wavelength.
Hey, what's in the maracas? Pride's teeth.
Pride's teeth.
Give them back. I kind of need my teeth.
Name my teeth, guy. Come on.
Here's
It's
some
fine.
dentures.
You'll sound better without them.
Continue.
Okay.
Basically, I know you've investigated. 19 is really great.
Yeah.
It's not trapped. It's a door. Are you going to like try the handle, see if it's locked?
I actually got an idea I want to do.
Okay.
And this is probably the only time I'll probably be able to do it.
Ding dong ditch?
No.
Damn it.
I'm gonna hide behind Groc for this. And I'm going to transform, and I'm going to use the Mask of Many Faces to transform myself into a city guard.
Okay. You do that.
Okay.
I do not think that is a good idea.
Just wait. Guys, just get out of the view of the door. Like, go up against the wall. I want to try something.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean,
sure.
this is also a good idea. You see, he probably just touches his cheek, and then there's just a fucking snake. Then there's just the fucking Zentarum symbol on his cheek. I mean, this is also a valid option.
Don't
You
worry.
see as it just fades away.
Let's
Okay.
just let him do his thing, and we'll see how this goes. Just. You
It's
ask
either
for
going to be
help.
really funny if it works, but yeah.
Kicks down the door. This is a raid.
FBI,
Oh no! Who swatted us? Who swatted
Wait,
us?
search warrant.
Oh no, it's the Waterdeep Popo.
Who swatted us, man?
Actually,
Oh
I
yeah,
can't,
that was me.
I can actually do
kinda
a search
wanted
warrant.
Pizza.
but actually,
I mean,
yeah.
if you really wanted to, you could just Mask of Many Faces yourself into Benedict.
Nah, I don't, he's still working at the W.
He's also taller than
Yeah.
Norfinas,
Uh,
I think.
Norfinas is about 6 foot, so
He's smaller than Norfinas.
yeah, for the masterwork, he must be similar size.
Well, then you can just make yourself look like that one guard that you saw on your way in at
Yeah,
the crime
that's-
scene.
Technically, yeah. I'm just sort of dressed as a city guard, but okay. Norfinas is just gonna bang on the door.
Well, because you made noise, I looked up your character sheets earlier, and your passive perception is higher than 16. You hear a bunch of scurrying of people running away. It says characters with knocking on the doors or windows alerts a group that is currently inside that someone is coming. But characters with a passive perception score of 16 or higher can hear this.
So close.
I can hear it.
There are people inside. Roll me an insight, and I'll tell you if you can determine how many there are. Nope.
8.
You just hear noises. You know that there is someone or something in there.
There's people inside. I really wish I took proficiency in insight.
2 is still not bad.
Yeah.
Even with proficiency, it wouldn't have been that great.
Yeah, but then again, when you think about Norfinas, he has to know if people are lying to him.
Yeah.
Well, you always take a feat on your next ability score improvement.
Don't Norfinas 2.0 will be better. Anywho.
So I take it because my passive it wasn't high enough, I can't roll it insight.
No, I checked your character sheet. You were
Yeah, I know.
15.
I know,
You needed
yeah.
16.
And I was just shy of it.
Yeah, I think I'm the only one that
Norfinas
has...
is 18.
Yeah.
hmm
I don't think anyone else is higher than 16.
No, no one else is. I checked.
Okay, I'm gonna bang on the door again.
No response.
Okay. I'm gonna shout a verbal warning. This is the water. This is the town guard. Open up or we'll bash in the door in.
No response.
Probably just gonna snap his hands and cast Thaumaturgy, try and open the door.
The door just blasts wide open.
It's not locked.
I'm gonna step in.
As you step in, I'm going to change the map. I don't have a map made, but this map is so simple. I'm going to just draw the map.
Mm-hmm.
Do. Untitled. We're going to go here.
I get the feeling we should have scouted around the area to make sure there was no hidden, like, back doors or stuff, but that's on me.
All right. If you guys want to put your... Oh, you did. As you bust your way into this warehouse, you see that it is a warehouse full of boxes, full of those furniture's covered up in the sheets. You can see that the dust has been settled. Can I just get a perception check from everybody?
Yeah, I was about to ask, do I see footprints? 26 if it's side-based.
Yeah.
Okay.
13.
I'm gonna not bother with the hood because it's just a fucking 12. Regardless.
Are we gonna get a roll from Groc, or are you gonna pass?
Sorry.
You don't have to. I just
I
checking.
spaced. Just a second. Yeah.
Nice.
In all honesty, this was just a bullshit roll because Norfinas can hear them breathing with his passive perception of 18.
Yeah.
The 4 figures, but also the perception was so I can tell you guys that you see 4 distinct talon footprints as opposed to boot footprints running off in various directions. You can see that from the door, they've kind of run off this way and that way, and that you've gathered that they're most likely hiding there, and there.
It looks like a weird tree.
All right, I'm going to ask you all just come out. We just need information. You're not going to be arrested. No fucking charges will be filed. Quite frankly, I could give 2 shits about what you usually do. I just want answers.
Give me
Real
that
quick.
good bard persuasion or intimidation.
And while he's doing that, Dynn's gonna quickly nudge Groc and to come to bring his face close to him.
22.
Yeah.
Throw me at them.
Just for fun. This is just how I want to word this. Roll me an intimidation as well. This is
Yeah,
for
because
busting the door open.
We need to see how many of them shit on Norfinas.
Oh, okay.
Not-
This was that point in laugh, for natural one.
Yeah.
We're okay. I'm gonna say that your thaumaturgy, the door does not just go bam and open up. It just goes, just opens. So
The door just goes.
fucking werewolves.
I don't know if any of you have seen a fairy tale, but there's just every so often there'll just be a random
Yeah, I know about that.
Yeah, that's it. The wow.
I actually stopped watching it because of the wows.
That
It drove me
fairy
nuts.
tale. Okay.
So yeah, with that 22 persuasion, the 4 Kenku who are hiding behind the boxes make their way out. They kind of get the sense that they are severely outnumbered. They got the impression, even of the tone of voice, somehow convinced them, yeah, it's not worth the effort.
Wait, are these... Oh,
Wow,
wait, we
this
won't
is
know until we
not
talk
what
to
I
them.
was expecting.
Room of Kenku?
Kenku aren't really that common in the water. In the water
Well,
plane.
remember, this isn't the water plane. Remember?
Yeah, I know
Well,
that.
you've been to the airplane, so you...
Yeah, but the...
Meanwhile, in Pride's mind, wow, wingless Aarakocra. That's a new one.
And you just...
You
insulted
just
them.
hear one of them mimics back, wingless Aarakocra.
That was Pride said that in his head.
Oh, never mind.
Okay, so that answers my next question. I was gonna ask, is it like Monty's Kenku where they can talk, or is it mimicry Kenku?
Oh, I skipped a passage. I'm
Okay.
sorry. With those perception checks, there's a dozen dead bodies on the floor too. It's a big thing to skip.
Yeah, it really is.
Okay,
How
so
the hell did we not see these?
okay,
I'm like,
so
"Rock,
first
throw
things
me."
first. What's up with the dead bodies?
Norfinas wants to do perception or investigation to see if he can tell.
I'm giving you those perceptions. I made you roll them all before to try and find the Kenku footprints in the dust.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna say that it wasn't footprints in the dust. It was footprints in blood. I skipped a tiny passage. Yeah. That there are the corpses below. There's about 5 humans, 2 dwarves, an elf, a drow. But yeah, the corpses belong to the to various Zentarum sellswords. You can tell from the tattoos.
All of these look.
Okay,
All of them
what's
are
up with the
Zentarum.
dead bodies?
Norfinas chimes in. All of them are Zentarum. At least
Yeah, you can tell
either members or
They've-
sellswords from them.
they have the black tattoo on the palm of their right hand. Except no, my bad. The Zentarums have the tattoos on their face, but one of the bodies has the Zentarum on his hand. You can tell because it's got a circle with 10 spokes radiating out from its circumference. It looks like a sun. This is one of the more rarer symbols you have not seen. You've been seeing the eyeballs tattooed on everybody,
Right.
but this individual has like one of those a children's sun on the palm of his hand with 10 lines radiating out.
So this is.
Oh,
sorry, go on.
actually no. Before I say I'm going to make you earn the. Sure, it's level 1, but roll me history.
Oh boy. 15.
I'll give it to you anyways. 15 is pretty good, especially for level 1. You know that this is one of the older, less used Xanathar tattoos. This guy must have been a high-ranking official to have one of these old tattoos. He did not go down without a fight, as you can clearly see with all the other bodies strewn about him.
Okay, this is odd.
Yeah, so
No, like, he points out this guy has an older looking Zentarum tattoo on him, but.
Xanathar.
Oh, is it Xanathar?
Yeah, he got an old Xanathar tattoo. It's not like 9 random eyes.
Oh.
It's like a sun.
Oh, sorry, I thought you were talking that he had like the Zentarum tattoo on him and he had the sun thing on it. That's what I thought.
No,
Okay.
There are 11 dead Zentarum sellswords,
Right.
but the one is a Xanathar. I know they both have the Z sounds.
Yeah. This one
he's
guy.
probably still just looking at the Kenku.
This one guy over here
They're
is
explaining.
Sorry. This one guy here is a Xanavar member, and by the looks of him, from the tattoo, this is an old one. Not like any of the stuff we've seen so far, but I'm guessing he was higher up on the ladder.
Didn't say.
Sorry, go on.
And now with that 22 persuasion, you only needed a 10.
What can I say? I'm a bard.
What can I say? It's
Yeah.
fucking level 1.
Yeah.
You're also pride.
The Kenku speak in mimicked sounds that they have heard before. In a deep and orcish accent, say, Xanathar sends his regards. In a thin, nasally voice, tie up the pretty boy in the back room and follow the yellow signs to the sewers. And in a scratchy voice, say, no time to loot the place. Just get him to the boss. Kenku don't talk, despite what unexpectables do.
Yeah.
Kenku only mimic.
That was very clearly done for ease of play.
Yeah, no shit.
I feel like that's something that a lot of DMs will just be like, yeah, you could just talk to.
It just makes it a lot easier.
Yeah. Kenku would be really hard to RP otherwise.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the other way is that they went to school and they were literally taught words, and so I would be interested to see if Greckles ever comes across his voice teacher. Technically, they keep giving Euphoria the nickname of the voice stealer. Technically, Greckles is a voice stealer.
All right.
Anyways.
So by the pretty boy, I assume you mean the noble.
The noble, the one replies exactly like your voice.
Okay. What about the dwarf that was with him? Is he here?
The one that replies, follow the signs to the sewers. As he said before.
Hmm.
The fourth Kenku that has yet to say anything throws down his sword and just runs.
Oh, he's trying to run?
Yeah.
Levitate.
Throw me. Groc, throw me.
I cast levitate on the Kenku that wants to try and run.
Sure. For shits and giggles, let's see if I can actually beat your DC. These are also level
Let me
1.
see. He has to make a con save and throw, or is unaffected.
What is your DC?
15.
Okay.
Beat it. I want Groc to throw me at the runner.
Not gonna happen.
Kenku.
Come on, it worked on the succubus.
Kuo, Kraken. Kenku. Constitution save, you said?
Yep.
Oh, what do you know? It's a 0. That's it's a 16.
Oof.
Fuck.
Oh no. He runs away.
Can he
Fuck, throw
run
me,
with
throw me.
us in front of the door?
Oh yeah. Good point. He runs trying to hide in a corner. I forgot that there was no other. He's just scared, and I totally forgot that there was
Okay.
no exit.
I sort of hang on. I asked the Kenku a question. Do you work with any guilds?
Xanathar sends his regards.
So you're a
Oh,
Xanathar.
so there's Xanathar.
I walk over to the one Xanathar member. Do you recognize him?
No reply.
Yes
Just kinda
or
shakes his
no?
head- Shakes his head. No. In your voice.
If they were Xanathar, they would have recognized him.
Roll me insight, whoever want to. I know it's really hard for people that don't speak.
Nope.
Oh,
Natural
Dynn,
20.
this makes perfect sense for Dynn. Actually, you get the impression these are scavengers.
Oh.
This makes perfect sense for Dynn to understand. That these Kenku most likely had nothing to do with this. They just happened to be in the area, heard the scuffle, and they knew just to come in and just get the clean pickings. Also, the fact that it's been 3 days. This room is kind of stinky.
Yeah, I'll just.
Oh, that explains why it smells like a regular old day at the leather working. Anyway,
But before we go on, Norfinas,
Yep.
with your passive perception, you hear a noise coming from the back. You hear more scuffling noises. The one Kenku that tried running away is in the corner, but that's not where you hear the noise coming from.
Someone else is here. I turn to the Kenku. Other than you four, are there more? Is there someone else here? Who else is here? Sorry.
I'm trying to see line of sight. Oh, line of sight. You probably actually can't even see the Kenku in the back corner from all the. Yeah, the boxes aren't that tall. You can kind of see the one guy in the back nervously. He looks over towards the office. Then one of them
friend
replies.
of yours?
One of them replies in that thin, nasally voice, "Pretty boy."
Oh, the noble.
Could be the noble.
Is it noble? Yes, noble? No.
Noble, yes, in your voice.
All right, Dynn's gonna go on ahead and scout that out.
Same here.
Pride will go with him.
That is Z2, the storage closet. The door to this back room hangs loosely on broken hinges. The cramped chamber beyond smells thoroughly of sour fish and vinegar. It is filled with discarded ropes, canvas tarpaulins, and splintered wood from smashed barrel. Raynar Neverember is hiding here, having slipped free of his rope bonds. The characters can hear his ragged breathing coming from under a tarpaulin in the north end of the room. I'm reading this because your passive perception beats any need to have a roll.
Yeah.
It's like Ro. I had that druid who just had that 22 passive perception.
Yeah.
At what point is like, do I even make him roll?
Yeah.
Role-playing Raynar. Raynar is unarmed, marred by grime and the lingering stench of rancid pickled herring. He speaks with grace and articulation, as befits his noble upbringing. His trust is easily gained, but impossible to restore once broken. Oh my, I thank you. Please, I could hear you from afar. I knew you were here to save me. But it's been so long since people had come. I was scared. There was all the fighting. That one man managed to take out the 12 or the 11 other fighters before eventually succumbing to his own wounds.
Did you know
They
him?
took poor Floon. No, I had no idea. It was originally the 5 that had jumped me and my friend Floon. Please, you must save Floon. They took him.
Okay, before we do anything else, I had the biggest temptation just to say that Dynn closes the door and says, "It's not Floon." But that's like I was just like, no, I should.
Not
Yeah,
to
it
change
would
the
have made
sub-
sense.
As a heads up, Dynn, you're standing on the stairwell. I forgot to say that
Okay.
out loud.
Am I? What is? Is that big?
Yeah, those are
Oh,
stairs.
It's stairs.
I know, it's because I hand drew the map as opposed to.
Oh, no problem. I thought they were. Yeah, because I went out to use the restroom when you were drawing it, so I didn't know
Yeah.
that.
Sorry.
No problem. I thought they were like stairs to that door or something.
His pride just pokes his head in through the door.
Oh, wait, hold on. 1 second. I need to check. Yeah, I'm gonna give this to Groc, whether he cares or not, because of Groc's perception from before, even all the way in the back corner here, you notice that there's another door. Another. Come on, give me. Right there. There's another door, on the wall.
That right there.
Yeah.
It helps if
no,
I
that's
make
a
it
window.
Yeah.
Oh.
But yeah, Raynar says, "You must save Floon. They took him. I don't know where they took him. The sewers."
It ends up with what the birds were saying.
Yeah.
Well, I mean that seems kind of weird if they took him to the sewers like a few days ago. All I found there were 3 dead bodies.
Norfinas, here's this. What were the bodies?
They were drow.
They were drow.
They
Wouldn't he just know them as elves?
Yeah, they were dark-skinned elves.
Drow.
That would be the
were
best.
They were like dark-skinned elves. I'm
Wait.
pretty sure I met the guy who killed them too.
You would have no way of knowing that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
You wouldn't know that because you didn't ask him.
Even if you had like a natural 20 insight, Dio would have been extremely hard to read.
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, yeah. All I found were 3 dead bodies and the color-changing kobold.
Wait, what?
Oh,
You'll understand when you're older.
But that's not a thing, then. It's not a thing.
You mean I'm not going to change my color someday? Oh, man.
unless you get bitten by a radioactive chameleon.
Oh, you know where I can find one of those?
No.
Yeah, Karma has one.
Oh, cool. Who's Karma?
Yeah, she comes and goes.
Karma, chameleon.
Oh, you don't say.
Didn't Three Strings tell him that 3 drow went missing?
I genuinely don't remember. It's been
I
3
think he
weeks
did.
if I told you that. I don't take notes. I probably should, but 3 weeks ago, even if I did take notes, I don't know if I'd even write it down.
Yeah. I think
I
those...
think-
You would at least know, by the sounds of at least 3 dead drow, that it would be not the Zentarum. It would be the what are they called? People of interest.
They start with D?
The Bregan Dearth. I actually made sure to put it all phonetic out because
Okay.
the book actually gives phonetics, which I really like about this book. It gives the full phonetics.
Nice.
And yes, I really need to finish with all the other factions. I just got tired one day and then straight up forgot to just add more.
Okay.
Thankfully, it hasn't been important enough.
Speaking of tired, if we can wrap this
Yeah.
up probably within the next 15 or so minutes.
By the sounds of those are drow you found. Dark elves. And if they were down in the sewers, they'll probably break on deaf members. They're all...
Yeah, well, there was... Oh, sorry.
They're pretty much pretty exclusive. They only take on drows, so...
Yeah, well, I don't know if there was any other bits of... I don't know if there was anything that could have really told us about any other people, about like any Xanathar people. I do have this. I'll take out the scroll of info. And did I ever read what the scroll of info
No.
had?
No.
Okay, then I'll open that up and I'll take and just look at it. What does it say?
Oh. Tune in next week to find out what it says. Because it's been 3 weeks and I forgot.
Does the scroll have anything to do with any of the stuff we're supposed to find, or?
It's wait, didn't I tell you what it said?
Technically, you did. It was...
Yeah.
It was like
You can tell them because
Okay.
I knew I'd gone over something like that.
Okay, so basically, what Ghost said would happen was you would try to raid it, but because it's in Thieves' Cant, you can't raid it, and
Yes.
Norfinas would have looked at it and could understand it, and basically what it was
It was your old room, Norfinas, in the sewers.
yeah.
It was when you were currently as a member. What it basically is giving you. Oh, I will give you full role play of what's on that scroll, is what I said.
Right.
Okay, got it.
So basically, Norfinas, what was on the scroll? I know it's been 3 weeks.
Yeah.
I don't even remember what I had planned.
Well, I'm glad I was able to get it out of the fire.
Yeah. Wait,
Well, as
on
I said,
fire.
what it was is this was Norfinus's old room many years ago before he made his escape from the Zentarum Guild, where he used to
I thought
be
it
a
was
member
Xanathar.
of. Xanathar Guild that he used to be a member of. I was thinking it was probably like instructions or whatever, but you do it. I don't want to
Yeah.
step on your
Okay.
roleplay.
Okay, so basically
Besides, you never really went over your backstory too much.
Yeah. Basically, it was my former master sent me while Zorbrook was creating a fake dead body. I had to try and find a way out of the city, and my former master helped me, and he gave me a few locations in terms of how to escape. So after Zorbrook created the dead body, when that happened, I packed up and left.
Well, geez, I'm glad that I got that out before it burned.
Yeah, I didn't have time. When it showed up, I didn't have time to destroy the evidence, so Norfinas just grabs it and just used prestidigitation to destroy the note. So, yeah. By the way, Dynn, you mentioned there was a kobold down there.
Yeah, one with different color shifting kobold.
Yeah, don't know who he is. Just when I was walking through the sewers, I found 3 rooms next to each other. One of them being your old room, Norfinas, and after I entered the first one, and it seemed like a kind of like a lounging area.
And
After I
a
left that,
bathroom.
yeah, the bathroom was the middle room. I went to the first one first, and after
Didn't
I
you
left
take the plunger too?
Yeah, I still have the plunger, and the magazines, and the deck of gambling cards. But yeah, after I looked in one of the rooms, I met this color changing kobold who just didn't talk. I gave him cake and gave him one of my cakes, and then other than that, everything was.
Yeah, I'll give you a history check. I know you want to roll a history check if you know who Dio is.
It's probably not going to be high. Nope.
No, I'm sorry. You know how it goes with some of the top ranking, that they're pretty sneaky. You know some of the major ones, but don't know Dio. I would have given you on a 15 if you'd gotten a 15.
My history is not that great.
If anything, he definitely has some kind of powers, though, at least, because I almost burned down your old bedroom and he snapped his finger and the fire going out.
It was like one of those disposable, like, temporary rooms that you spent 10 years living in anyway. But yeah, nothing was lost. But I find it kind of odd that another kobold was walking around there.
Color changing kobold, that's just weird.
I mean, if there's any correlation, when I left the sewers, I saw a bunch of wanted posters for a kobold named Dio. Kind of looked similar to him, just blue. He never turned blue at all on me.
Would Norfinas recognize the name?
You've heard rumblings, even with that 8. You've heard rumblings of a Dio, but you've never met this guy in your encounters.
Name sounds familiar, but it doesn't. I don't think he was a kobold, though. Anywho.
Things to worry about at a later date.
Yeah, if he wasn't actively aggressive with you, then must be someone else.
Yeah, most he seemed kind of peeved when I set your room on fire.
That's more like being annoyed than anything. Maybe he was staying there or something.
Yeah, but being annoyed is very common with me, so it's not a big deal.
Anyway.
Alright, Brad's gonna try and loot the dead body of the Xanathar guild member.
Roll a perception.
Seven.
Not much to be found. You find like a level 1 dagger. You find like 2 dragons coins. You find some level 1 robes, clothing.
I'm literally only gonna take the dragons.
Yeah.
You find 2 ancient silver dragons.
Oh yeah. Also, I remember something. Something while I was in the sewer. I found some gifts for everyone.
Were all these from my rooms?
Yeah, they were from the different rooms.
Oh my god.
Here, Pride, you can have this used deck of gambling cards. I know how much you need help with that.
Ooh.
You can roll insight or perception on the cards. Or investigation, I would say. Insight or investigation.
Let me see, which one's higher? Insight.
You can, with your insight, you notice, investigation would have been good too. These are marked cards. Ever so slightly, these are cheaters' gambling cards.
I mean, hey, figured if you can't win, you could try and cheat.
Oh, this makes cheating even easier.
Basically, if you were to have a deck of cards and say enter into a poker game of some sort with the right persuasion to use your own cards, or you start a game, I would give you double proficiency on these cards.
Oh, that'd be interesting.
That's called expertise.
Yeah.
I guess. And Norf, here I found some magazines if you're ever looking for any kinds of new disguises to work with.
Yeah, I recognize some of these.
Yeah, here you can have this fashion magazine and this. The other ones was a crochet and cross-sword, or like cross-sword's like a weapon.
Cross stitch.
Cross stitch. Oh,
Yeah,
I
that's
thought you said
literally
cross-sword then.
no cross stitch.
Yep.
They're all like clothing magazines.
You know, we should probably deal with the noble
Yeah.
first before we start handing out gifts.
Also, we need to figure
He's
out
kind
what
of
to
just
do with these
sitting there looking
Kenkus.
like, what the hell is wrong with you guys?
Like, seriously, this is unprofessional.
Oh,
And that
yeah,
means
here,
something coming from me.
Groc, is all I got left. You want this plunger?
No.
Well, I mean, it's the only clean thing that was in there for some reason.
It's a plunger.
No, Norfinas, you recognize the plunger. It's your old plunger that you actually had as your own spy tools. They're your plungers of spider climbing.
Which
You know,
doesn't
you
make
put them on-
sense. Because we're
No,
underwater.
it's part of the set. You unscrew the cap and you kind of like get stuck to walls.
I love that.
Oh yeah, underwater. I hate the water rule.
Well,
That's why I
now
got
I'm
rid of
underwater. So
Anywho, so what are we gonna do about the 4 Kenku and the
You
noble?
said they were gonna let him go. Well, the
You
one
guys didn't
replies
kill
back in-
anyone. Right?
No. And the one replies back in your voice, we'll let you go. In your voice, Pride.
all right.
Well, they didn't
Can I-
kill anyone. No crime, no serious crime committed.
10 out
Then,
of 10
bef-
impression right there.
And before they go, then I'm just going to say, "Hey, don't do anything bad." And then I just take out one of my braised gizzards, take a bite, and then I just do like the fingers to my eyes and then back at them.
So you intimidate them.
Intimidation roll. Let's see if mine works. That'd be great. I mean, hey,
Nat 20, you
I've become
bloody
the boss
throw
of.
them into a... You make them comatose.
No,
Yeah, ignore him. He's as threatening as a
Mouse.
puffer fish.
oh fuck you! I became boss of a prison.
True with the
By
20.
accident.
But funny enough, while these shenanigans are going on, all of a sudden the front door is kicked open and you hear, "Water G police! This is a raid! Everyone on the ground now!"
Groc, throw me!
As
No.
at least a dozen guards start storming into the warehouse.
Wait,
and that's where we're gonna end.
I'm still in
They have a
disguise, by
gun,
the way.
It's not loaded.
Cool. Well,
Oh,
a
hey,
dozen,
I actually have a gift for this.
a dozen guards have stormed into the warehouse.
Son of
Stay back! I have a gun. It's not loaded.
a...
Yeah, all of a sudden, you guys are surrounded by a kidnapped noble. There's about a dozen dead bodies on the ground, and yet here you guys are.
A kidnapped noble who is likely going to vouch for us because
Yes.
we saved him.
Yeah, but it looks bad.
Plus, well, I'm
Nonetheless.
still a guard, so...
Yeah.
I know what you think, and it's not what it looks like.
Yeah, you know what it looks like. They don't. They just came in. They've seen now 4 Kenku brandishing weapons, a dozen dead bodies, and then you're kind of fine. But yeah, we're gonna end this here, and we'll
Okay.
pick it up next week.
Yes. Okay.
Hopefully.
Alright, say bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
We're going to jail.
The
Oh,
plunger
wow.
really is a plunger of spider climb if anyone wants it.